What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. I know things look bad for the Saints right now. 6 losses in a row for the first time, as Taylor pointed out yesterday, since 2005. Since the pre-Peyton era. But what do you do when things go bad? You got to figure it out with collaborative meetings. Who doesn't love a good workplace meeting, guys? And so Al Kamara and the Saints players have decided to get together and hash it out. So I think the season's probably saved. Like they were writing about yesterday, 3 teams started 2-6 and made the playoffs. Make it a 4th. Your 2024 New Orleans Saints, Derek Carr gets healthy. Players figure out what's gone wrong, and this is where it all begins. I mean, you've been a part of an awful team that got hot and made the playoffs, right?
Yeah, 4-8.
There you go. Did you all have a players only meeting?
I don't know.
Come on now, don't lie. Maybe there was like a little.
I mean, it could have been. That was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe there was. We also. Denver was 8-4, and they lost 3 games in a row to make them 8-7. We won 3 in a row to go 7-8. Then we played them the last game of the year and beat the hell out of the Denver Broncos that day. I don't know that that's going to be the same scenario. I don't know. See, the thing was, like, we were playing really well. We were losing, 1-score games. We were losing by 3. It felt like every single week.
All that means is the Saints got more room to improve.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, we also had a franchise quarterback that could lead us back, but sure.
Don't give up. Yeah, actually. So the
and
best
I think
part,
Atlanta and Tampa are not going to be, collapsing.
One of the parts that I thought was kind of funny is in the piece in the Advocate, it says, Kamara also added that he wanted to hear from leaders such as Cam Jordan and Demario Davis on what they think has gone wrong. Kamara said he has his own theories, but he realized others might have a different opinion. Funny on multiple levels. First off, how much of this do you think is them just going to sit there and be like, look, the coaches suck, but we got to overcome? Or is this a meeting where they more put it on themselves?
No, there'll be some coach talk. That's why it's players only. There'll be some, hey, this is what the situation is, but we can't allow that to affect us. We're still pros. We got
to make money. You got to say keep a job. You got to keep a
they'll
job.
talk about their jobs, and they'll point out some guys that need to step it up, and hopefully they won't be too sensitive in that. But that's why you have players only. You're like, hey, despite Dennis Allen, let's go out there and let's do, A, B, and C. Now, I would have liked, if you're going to do this, and it's not my favorite thing in the world because, you're in the NFL, you should do these things already, but you should have had this after Kansas City. That's when this takes place, okay? You lost a close one to Philadelphia. You lost a close one to Atlanta. Yeah. You actually had some moments against Kansas City. That game was always going to be incredibly difficult, almost impossible, on the road. Prime time, you were injured to hell, all of that, okay? That's when you have that. Because after then, you've lost 51-27, 33-10, 26-8. Now the message is going to probably fall on deaf ears.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, the part about asking Cam and Demario what were wrong. Are they just we just got old, dude?
Old
sorry,
father time.
We just got old. I don't know.
He's undefeated.
I got some theories about what y'all whippersnappers should be doing better, but
I really hope they say
might be it for us. And I'm sorry. That's I have never in covering the Saints for 10 years on the radio, I have never made a joke at the expense of Cam Jordan or Demario Davis. So allow me this one. And do not run with it and think it of me as being not, huge fans of those guys, or very thankful for how they put it on for this franchise and for this team for years and years and years. Because I freaking love Cam Jordan and Demario Davis. It's just that, unfortunately, yes, it does seem, not seem, it's pretty objective at this point that, yeah, I mean, age comes for us all.
Oh, for sure. And look, certainly DeMario Davis, and he did play better this week than he had in the weeks leading into it. That's somebody that's still playing every snap.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, you're wondering, okay, man, gosh, he was so good. It's like, yeah, but it happens. One day, like, it happens where the things that you've always done at an elite level, you can no longer do at an elite level. You can still be an NFL player. You can still be there, but it's just not going to be the same. And I've seen it happen to the Hall of Famers. I've seen it happen to Hall of Famers, right? So it happens to everybody. And Cam, at this point, he's playing like a third of the plays. He played 19 of the 66 plays.
Yeah, which is, during the vast majority of Cam's career, he actually had like the highest usage rate of any defensive end in the league, where he'd play like,
because he was a 3-down guy.
Yeah, he'd play like 98% of the plays, something that nobody at that position group does. It is what it is, man. Players only meeting though. I'd like to call players only meeting to talk about Taylor, but there's no other subjects allowed to be talked about, so you can't levy any criticism against me. We're only going to try to talk about how Taylor can start being better. Do y'all agree?
Yep.
All right, cool. After the show, let's get together and make this happen. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.